Fronius invests massively in new capacities for production of inverters. On the other hand, the sector coupling demands more functionality and more services. How this goes together, we will learn now. I'm here at the booth of Fronius International with Martin Acke from the solar unit of Fronius. Thank you for the invitation and the opportunity to talk to you. There's a big lack of inverters in the market, a big demand, just like the new gold of the solar industry. So what are you doing to meet this demand and to enhance, to enlarge your factories?
Thank you, Heiko, for being here. Yeah, indeed, there's a huge demand for inverters, and all our inverters, but also the sector couplings products like the watt pellet, on pellet are produced in Austria in Europe. And we really had challenges the last 2 years when it comes to the supply chains. And I think we used the time pretty good, and we're optimizing our supply chains, made them even more European in order to be more resilient. In the meantime, already 95% of our suppliers are from Europe, and 70% of the goods we need for our inverters have a European origin. So that's one portion. The other portion is how to grow the output. We invested the last 2 years more than 400 million euros in our production facilities.
That's really a lot.
And are now step by step growing our output, which will lead to more or less the double output by end of this year. More products, more responsibility for the product. So we are also, of course, growing our service and support structures. One of our DNA is the support and service, and we want to keep, of course, the same high level.
Yeah, you put the standard that high. That
we try very hard at least.
Yeah. So Fronius is still winding the coils itself. Why'd you do this?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. The coils, the inductivities are a very important part inside for the internal function of an inverter. They're responsible for the quality of the current, for the grid connection, but also for the electromagnetical impact of the product itself.
Yeah, that's very important.
So it's a very crucial component. And something like that we want to have also in our hands because of quality reasons. That's one part. The other part is that we had the opportunity already in the year 1991 to build up a factory in the Czech Republic in Krumlov. And that also had a very strong mechanical workforce over there. And we put it into a position of being our competence center for cable trees and inductivities. And the nice thing on that is making the coils is a really hard manual job. In this European factory, we can take care that all that happens under the highest social standards available here in Europe.
Yeah, that gets more and more important. And this is a task for our industry worldwide. Yeah. So today, it's not only the inverter, it's more or less always the inverter and the storage system. You're very successful with high efficient systems. How do you go with that everybody is asking for inverter and storage?
Yeah, indeed, we were very soon starting with a storage system. That always was very important for our strategy somehow. And we decided to go for a DC connected system. And in order to connect it, as you said, in a very efficient way, because efficiency is crucial there, our engineers developed something like a multi-flow concept. This concept in our Gen 24 platform takes care that the energy from the modules is brought to the consumer, so to the grid. And if excess energy is here, at the same time, it also can charge and decharge the battery. Efficiency, as we said, very crucial. And we also have shown the last years in the storage inspection of ATW in Berlin that we always ranked in the first places when it comes to efficiency. That's on one part something we need to do on the inverter side, but When we select battery partners, we also look for quality and not quantity. So we go there with BVD and LG, and we always do a very properly testing and a very deep integration of the functionalities, what brings then this result.
Yeah, this is not yet the end of the line, because we're talking about sector coupling, about heat and mobility. You have some very, very good intelligent products. How is this business developing?
Very, very important. We already had, our vision of 24 hours of sun. We already described many years ago that we need to take care that more solar energy arrives in the sector of mobility, heating and cooling. So there is a product which we call the OnPilot, which is the heat side, which communicates automatically with the inverter, understands if there is too much energy, and uses this energy for a heating rod in order to make hot water or support the heating. Another product is the WattPilot. That's our mobility solution.
Yeah, it's a famous product, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. We started 2 years ago with it and gained very quickly good market shares with that. It does something very similar, communicating with the inverter, which is the heart and brain of the system, understands, can we do solar optimized charging? But if not, it also takes care that the car is ready loaded if there is no sun. And it also uses intelligent electricity tariffs to make a cost-effective charging for the customer.
Fronius started 30 years ago with the inverter. Now we're talking about a whole family of products. Thank you very much for the insights. I wish you inspiring talks and a good day on the fair, and tomorrow again, and good business.
Thank you very much,
Thanks
Martin. For being here. I enjoyed the talk with you as always. Thanks.